All right, given that we're supposed to be trying to help a soldier learn how to budget his monthly payments, we start out with a net profit given in this node furthest right. And the two basic nodes basically affecting the net profit are his or her total monthly expenses and total revenue. Given by our influence chart, you can see that the total monthly expenses is affected by quite a few different things. One being the credit card payment, the cost of living, which consists of a whole lot more than what's shown. The GI Bill, which has to do with like education and school funds, inflation, and then on the other hand, we have total revenue, which is affected by a lot more things, but most important, we would say that monthly salary, his promotion expectancy, and investment returns would affect it the most. The soldier's overall decision is to decide how he or she is going to manage his or her budget, and so that's basically all there is to it.
All right, so when we move over to the budget, we have this breakdown for the soldier to fill out with his corresponding rank, so we can change that, and you see the monthly salary, the BAH changes, how long they've been in. It'll benefit the soldier if they have dependents, where they live, how they file their taxes, and then there's a percentage of what they expect to invest every month from their paycheck to kind of help give them that budget for their expenses. So if they want to invest a larger portion of their salary, then they're going to have less to spend on everyday expenses. Then we have some extra stuff here, so what their decision is for their SGLI coverage, if they're deployed, and the specialty and hardship pay increase that they'll receive, how many months they were deployed, if they're taking advantage of the GI Bill. This only goes up to 9 months because it's academic months of the year. If they have a loan, and then just some of the things for the amortization factor of how many payments they have per year, how much the loan is for, both an amount and over how many years, and then their decision to rent or buy a house. So here you can see the income, their monthly income, and their monthly expenses with the TSP, housing, transportation, etc. And then this loan we kind of made up for them, and their SGLI monthly coverage. So this is kind of a comparison for renting versus buying debate. So there's a lot of info here for the buying scenario: purchase price, down payment. We made some assumptions, and then we came up with the rent, and then did the same thing where we used the average inflation and to calculate the monthly payment that they're making. But we're still going to need to go back and calculate how much money they save at this time that can be used for other things, with their ability to not make a $150,000 down payment in this situation. And here's the how they're going to pay back their loan. So assuming they had a $20,000 loan, they pay it monthly over 2 years with an annual interest rate of 5%. So you just see there how they'll effectively pay it off and their payment each month. Their GI Bill, this is kind of just shows the money received over how many months. So 9 months is a maximum, and then 36 months is the absolute total you can get out of the GI Bill, which is 4 years of academic study. Here's a quick deployment pay, some extra benefits for monthly pay from imminent danger and hardship duty. Here's the SGLI monthly premium for whatever coverage is selected by the soldier. And then here we have basically their base pay. So we're just going to look at the enlisted ranks here quick. So the base pay of an E1 is right here, and then each time they get promoted, they can expect this much of a pay raise. So you kind of can lay it out for them to, if they want to buy a new car at some point, they'll be able to see how much more money they'll be making a month to help go towards those bills. We're going to work on credit card debt. That's something we still need to work on. For the taxes, we just did a federal rate using the tax brackets, and then the difference between if they're married and they're filing jointly with their spouse or just individually, which you get that information from the home screen, and then it'll show you their taxable income and then the taxes they're liable for. And then here are just the charts for the base pay, the BAH with no dependents, the BAH with dependents, and then just the sources we used. And that concludes our brief.